Hello, 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 hello. Hopefully we are all live. Getting everything set up for some CvC action, as always. All right. Let's go. Listen. Oh. Right. What are they ready? So we're chilling from that perspective. Hello, Glide. Welcome to the chat, man. How are you going? How are you going? Nice to see you, my friend. This is very chilled music. Let me know if you can hear the music. I can adjust away. You can adjust it all away. Yo, Soulstones, cannot hear. Alright. Well, let's fix that then. Hello, hello. Welcome, Soulstones. Good to see you. Good to see you. Juku Tribe. Nice to see you. Good to see everyone. Yeah. Different day for the stream. I had a extensive day yesterday, so I just really didn't have time. No idea what you're talking about there, Dread. I was yeah, don't know what you're talking about, but I'm feeling much better. All I will say is I'm feeling much better than I was 24 hours ago. So yeah, I think we're good now. We're good now. Hair of the dog. But yeah, it's good to see everyone. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to get the CvC going, CvC stream going. I have not been on my account much for the past 24 hours, so look at that, only 109,000 points. I've got to do some point getting, so that's going to be the aim for today's stream. Build up some new champions as well. Test out Mina, I think, will be a very big aim. See how she does. I think we'll book the first form for her and then just leave it for the rest of it. But how's everyone's CvC? How's everyone's past 2 weeks been? Let me know. I've also got to do these. All right, Dorothy. Dorothy should probably come in as a Stagnite for this. Decrease accuracy, decrease defense. Weaken, stun. God, I should really be able to beat this. Except I can't. I haven't really... I've got to decide if I want to book her. Soulstones, I never have any books on the account. It's pretty annoying. It's a frustrating experience. I would potentially just look at putting her in 9 feral. Just for PvE. Would be how I would build her. Not over the top with accuracy. And then just, yeah. As much speed. Yeah, we'll get Mina going. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that, you know, build her quite squishy. 50 books, Soulstones. That's a lot of books. I don't have that many. I've only got 33. So, and I've got more important champions to book. Like I got to book I'm gonna book Ramuntu and we'll book Corpse Flower too. So she's all mastered. I haven't done them, but she's ready to go. So we got lots of champions ready to go. We'll book Ramuntu too, might as well. Last CvC only grinded to 400k for the last milestone without 97 405k. And it's bad. This like the tiers, because it changes from CvC to CvC. So 405k, like it will always say 400k here on the personal rewards. And that's just what you need for the final milestone. But the highest one here, that can change. Like, if it will be a lot higher for this one, would be my guess. I would say, you know, you want to be aiming for 420, 430. Purely because everyone gets Dorothy, right? So people's points were all going to be boosted up a fair bit. Hopefully that makes sense. But yes, I've had similar thing happen Roosh 1. Where you just get stuck. Not ideal. Low on epic books. There was a stage where you get like no common books once you get into the late game. And there's a stage where I was always running low on common books. Or uncommon books. Rare books, sorry. Not common books, rare books. Unlike these songs, I've decided. They're not. Try this instead. A bit more upbeat. But yeah, you hardly get any of the common books. Oh, I got to do a lot of crafting too. Alright. The aim is to get some stuff done. So, let's attempt to do that. Got to fill this out. Still can't hear the music. I can filter with the properties. Thank you, Glide, for letting me know. Properties? No. Filters. Advanced audio properties. Yeah. Hang on. This might go too loud, so let me know if that's too loud. I turned it up by 10 decibels, so just give me a yell if it's too loud. Also got to decide which of these I want to fill out too. Decisions, guys. But yeah, let me know if that's all good. Alright, thank you. But yeah, anyone else has any feedback, I'll try and find a good middle point. You guys have any thoughts on who the final book should go into? The final books? I think I've got enough to book 3 Legos. So, more than happy to get some input on who we think the final set of books should go into. Actually, I might be short. I think I've, what, 33? I'm not sure how many Ramantu and Corpse Flower are. Yeah, we'll just book first form Mina. Don't think there's much point in booking a second form if she can't even swap into it all the time. I'm enjoying the chill music though. I've unlocked new buttons since I started streaming. Since I last streamed, sorry. Members only live stream. Well, I'm not gonna change it to that. You can start a goal for super chats. Whoops, that is the wrong one. All right, anyway. Back to the account. We can't be stuffing around today, guys, because otherwise we will be here for absolutely ages. So let's go and just do this level. We'll do some Doom Tower and start off with some crafting, I think. I probably should have put gear on these champions. Rookie mistakes. Absolutely rookie mistakes. How are you guys' fusions going? Are you all on track? Excited to get the lion? He looks pretty cool. He's very nice as well, bringing the fervor in if you don't have a palace. Thank you, Glide. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the reminder for everyone. But yes, if you enjoy the stream, make sure you do like the video. Yeah, that's a tough decision, Glide. Tough decision. I'm assuming you have Titus, Glide? Dread. I spent 45 minutes pulling mysteries to pick up the extra 50 fragments. Now that is hustle. I respect that. But it's probably good value. I don't know how many you would have had to have pulled to get it all done, but definitely a lot. Hey Doom. Hey Dom, sorry. Apologies. Thank you very much, my man. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. It's been a busy day or so. Busy day and a half. So I haven't really been on the account that much. But it's good to get the stream going up. How are you going? Good few thousand from memory. Yeah, that would do it. I don't get enough anymore. I've gone to the stage, which is weird, but I never have enough food champions. Like, I have too many champions, like, ready to go. I'll show you what I mean. Like, I have all these champions at level 30, but not enough 3-star food to actually go into them. So I never end up running, because now all my dungeons, I can run food at the same time, which means I never run really campaign. So I never pick up mysteries, and, well, I just never have enough food ready, really, to go around. We'll do the ascending, actually, first here, guys. There we go. Corpse Flower is looking good. We'll give her a test out as well into Marina and Mina too while we're at it. Boosted crit damage, and then we'll do pain. Mix up a bunch of these. We'll take Ramuntu up as well. I'm going to skip this fusion and the whole club. I don't care about primary next proving ground since I crafted 2 Gilded Dragons. Like, yep, Bruce 1. I won't use a key next rotation one from Gommo to shit. I know. I swear, the 40% chance on those crafts ain't 40%. Is it 40% for the legendary? It was not 40%. It felt like a massive waste of time. I was debating pushing it. What is it? The Proving Grounds. I was debating having a go and pushing it, but I haven't touched my team since I went through and did it the first time. Like, I might try and... It's just too much effort. It's too much effort. Like, I'm surprised I had a better team than this guy, but... I don't have the books either. I don't have the books to go round to book out all these champions that you need for each rotation. It's, yeah. I don't know. Not a good situation. Not a good situation. I agree. It's a bit silly. Has everyone else found that with the Proving Grounds? I kind of went through and just did it. And then I did a couple rebattles on the earlier stages, but I haven't touched it in like a week. Did the whole dungeon for 2 Demonic Effigy. That would also make you not want to do it again. Yeah. I feel that. Alright, I also got to collect my Hydra stuff. Has Clash finished? Clash is finished. Alright. It's a good outcome. I do have to take a screenshot of this, so excuse me here, guys. If I freeze for a second. Yo, Zagray, how are you going? I like the new YouTube, like the, what is it, the banner? Profile picture. That's probably the word I was looking for. I like the new profile picture, man. It looks tight. Too much time for 2, but not, yeah. I know, it's a bit crap that, yeah, it's just a bit crap that you can get that stuff from it. Anyway, we'll quickly run the Hydra before I forget. We use in Cursed City rotation P13. Yeah, I can. I've got to actually do some Cursed City. That is Siege. We'll see if I'm up to P13, man. I'm not gonna say I'm P13. This one? This is what I used for P13. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good, but yeah. 100% Vush 1. It is just a whole lot of time. And I haven't even looked at all my anonymous accessories are still sitting in the in my inbox. I haven't even looked at them yet. This is what I used for it. This is hard. Normal. I don't even know what was the rotation. Wasn't normal. Normal is I just got Rye to do it. So hopefully that's helpful. Yeah, cheers, bro. Whipped it up. Yeah. Yeah, good. All right. Forgot what I was doing. We have to do a bunch of not that. We're getting there, actually, guys. Wrong crafting menu. But we're getting close to being able to potentially do... Well, I say close. It's probably going to be like another month or two. Do a Chimera Mythical craft. Just to get freaking, I don't know, an aspect of Siroth. It's just going to be the way the cookie crumbles for that. All right, let's start off with getting some... let's just start off with getting some silver. No charms for this. Yeah. Stormcaller incoming. I hope so. Actually, I really only want speed boost, legendary stuff. Siroths are just awful. Hello, Cryptic. Hello. Actually, that reminds me. I have to do a we do like in clan tournaments, guys, using, you know, the like the private matchmaking for live arena, and I've got to do one of those matches today. I was a bit preoccupied to do it yesterday. Yeah, lethal crafts. We'll do the lethal crafts. I haven't touched it yet, so we'll do some of it now. We got 87. Let's chuck in all the charms. Let's chuck in crit rate. I'm low on crit rate though, so that's a bit sad. I really want some crit damage gauntlets or some speed boots. Pulled a lens this rotation. That's nice. Congrats on the lens, my friend. That's huge. Please be crit damage. We'll skip through. I don't really feel like seeing all of these pop up. This 6-star here, crit damage. Ah, crit rate. It's a potential rework candidate. It's not going to be a rework candidate. That's a bit sad. Nah, that's awful. The boots, again, typically keep them all for reworks if it triples, but really the only thing I want is typically speed boots for the lethal stuff. It's all right. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. We got a huge turnout, so I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. It's very, very nice. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any. Who would you put your lens on, Zagre? I don't want to craft that up. Definitely not that either. I suppose I could still use decent bottom row pieces. I really should clear out everything on the account. Pulled so many shards, got 2 Mikage fusions, whereas Little Miss Annie and that Tree Not Silver and Watcher Reviver. Little Miss Annie. Little Miss Annie. I have a big soul for her. I know she's good for like speed farming, but that's about it. Not fusion rares, epics, yeah. Still pretty helpful. I think we'll rework this year. We'll rework it. The quad crit damage, I don't think is that helpful. All right. Glide's made a good point. I forgot that you do want pieces for death dealers. Yeah, I hear you. I forget that exists. Yeah, she looks like she smacks before. Ah, Pred. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Predator loves that. Loves the lens. But I hear you, Glide. Look, are you going to retire this account? Been having fun on the free-to-play. Oh, yeah. The free-to-play accounts are good fun. Oh, this is 6-star. This is awful. Not happy. Not happy. Look, you're going to retire. Is the new dungeon hard? I'm 7 months free-to-play and got 78 stars. Is it hard? I'd say some levels are difficult. It depends, right? I don't think it's hard to hit the minimum points if you have the champions. It's kind of a bit difficult. Some of the, like the resistance stats. Yeah. I don't know. I feel I didn't find it horrific to just hit like the actual minimum points if you have some of the primary pool. But if you don't have the primary pool, it's a bit more difficult. Got her to ignore 65% against 250 crit damage. She smacks. Yeah. Well, 65% ignore defense. She would be hitting exceptionally hard. All right. Back to some more lethal crafting. Do we want to... Should I just craft it all, guys, and then I sort through it in my inbox, or do we want to look through the pieces? Like one at a time or whatever. I wasn't paying attention to how much legendary. Still no mythical. All 5 stars is sad. Resistance chestplate. Get that out of here. Speed crit rate. So you're just missing 2 stars then, right? I was looking for double speed there. 3 stars, sorry. Is it 81? 3 times 27? 81? But yeah, that's impressive. I'm free to play 14 months and still struggle with Marius. Oh, Marius is so hard luck though. If you can't get, you know, your Sand Devil or Finite teams together, you're just gonna struggle to get it done. Have you pulled anything useful? Yeah. Are we talking about pieces here, or are we talking about champions? Zerial. I can, but I am lazy. And that's fair, man. Nothing wrong with being lazy. Nothing wrong with being lazy. I'm still would rework some of these. Well, the Mina's cool. And same with the Corpse Flower. But, like, I don't know if I'd call any of them, like... They're not, like, amazing champions, but they're all very good. Both of them are good. And I'll get some use out of them. Pieces, yeah. Oh, pieces, we have to rebuild my Fabian. Look at this piece I hit. Hang on. I'll get it up right now. I don't know what I want to do about that piece. I've decided I can't be reworking this. I can't rework it. We'll rework it. Look at this chest piece. Hang on. Oh, I potentially didn't roll up that helmet. Alrighty. How are we looking? This is the best chest piece I have crafted in my life, and my big ass head's in the way. Look at that. Supersonic chest plate. Accuracy, accuracy, quad speed. That's nice. It's a very nice chest plate. Unfortunately, it's on the low roll side, because I think the max is 30. But it's a very nice chest piece. So we will probably slap a epic speed glyph on it and see what we get. But yeah, it's a very nice chest plate. New logging champ is good, but where to use her? Revolt Trust. Yeah, I'll look for the quad crit rate on the supersonic piece. Where to use Dorothy? I think you can use Dorothy in most PvE areas, just depending on how old the account is, of course. Yours is pretty new. So for me, she's going to be used in Faction Wars, but if she's bringing you decreased accuracy, decreased defense, you know, the weaken, the cleanse. No, it's not cleanse. The steal with the stun. Like, you could run it into Dragon. You could run it into Spider for the decreased defense. Could run it into Ice Golem, but potentially not. Dorothy is mid because she can still weak hit against Tection, yes. That was a frustrating, to be informed about that, Vuchuan, was a frustrating experience. Because I don't know why that's a low roll. Alright, I've decided I'm just going to craft them all and then I can review them in my inbox. It's probably going to be 5-star. If I was in this, she does kind of need the books. She's not really a champion you can get away with not booking. How many do I have? We'll do one more 10 with the crit rate. It's going to be a 5-star again. We'll take out the crit rate. I suppose we'll just go speed, I think. Yeah, we'll leave that. Actually, we'll do these. Yeah, I would say she's worth the books. But the issue is, right, all her abilities will be on 6 turns, I think. Or the A2 will be on a 5 turn. The A3 is going to be on a 6 turn cooldown. and they're not going to be 100% chances, you could potentially skip on booking at A1 if you wanted. But as Rushwan said, you know, I would recommend booking her. Yeah. I look at it and think of a 5-turn, what was it? 5-turn cooldown as being 6-turn cooldown on that A3 is just not really usable. It's a 1-turn stun on a 6-turn cooldown. Not great value. Let's craft some deflection here. Oh, that's nice. 6-star? 6-star. Alright, so we don't want any 5-star blues. That's just not usable. But I'm still after some deflection pieces. Defense. This is not good rolls whatsoever. See if it quads or something here. No, I'm not interested. Speed boot. Can rework it, I suppose. But yeah, she's a really good all-round, just helpful champ. Potentially, if this quad speeds, we can keep it, but it's already low rolled once. A through. Yeah, you compare her. As Rushwan said, she's pretty good. As long as you can build her fast and, you know, high speed. Sorry, and with high enough accuracy, it'll be fine. I still use the Epic Reviver for that faction, whose name I have forgotten. But the Void one, she's great. She's great. I should, what's her name again? Ursula the Mourner? This one. You pair her with Ursula and she's fine. Because Ursula's covering your decrease attack. And you got increase attack. And she's bringing your, you know, decrease defense, decrease accuracy. She's a good replacement for, I run Stag Knight at the moment. So she's basically going to replace Stag Knight in the team. Godseeker. What about Godseeker, Roy? Can we get to 21? Is that a speed glyph? It is. I want to get to 21. Alright, let's take out Dythy. Sorry, Dythy. Chucking Corpse Flower. Does builder as a nuka need accuracy like Carnage? I've heard that her multipliers are very good. Which one? She's got low base attack, but apparently her multipliers are very good on these abilities. Yeah, base attack at 837. Alright. Let's do some booking. So, first person we're going to book will be Corpse Flower. Wherever she is, over here. So she's someone we're going to want to fully book. We could potentially skip the books on her. 6-star multi. Just build it. Yeah, A3 smack. Yeah. Could potentially. Sorry, what I was saying, we could potentially skip the books on the A1, but she's a damage dealer, so I feel you want the extra damage. So we'll go in and we'll just get her booked out now. Very nice. We've actually got a 3-star soul sitting around. So we'll chuck that on there. And where is she sitting? Up here. Go to the masteries too. Actually, fun fact, still don't have a Godseeker on this account. What blessing, guys, do we reckon? For the Corpse Flower. I don't think she needs Lightning Cage because her block damage, it's protected. She brings the increased accuracy, of course, but I think she doesn't need Lightning Cage. Potentially for Arena, she would still use it. But we could look at something, you know, Soul Reap, Life Harvest. Could go Polymorph because she will have a bit of accuracy. Could also look at Nature's Wrath for the debuffs as well. Increase her damage. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Vushwan. That's not fun. Never fun, especially Void Champs. Well, I thought I was over when I got the Angar. I don't even know where he is now. I thought I'd run out of luck when I got the Angar, and then I pulled the one random one and she popped out. So very pleasant surprise, but... Anyway. But yeah, so let me guys know what you think, what blessing we should go for on her. We'll do her masteries quickly. We definitely want the usual accuracy masteries. I think we probably want Master Hexa too. We could look at going down to lasting gifts, but I think we'll just go Master Hexa to try and extend the Hex and the Death brand. Very good debuffs to have out. Potentially, we're only going to be extending the increased accuracy as well. And he's cool. And he's just a cool Void Lego. Obviously, I think the main issue with her is that she's not a PvP champion. And most people, when they're pulling for these champions, want, you know, someone they can use in PvP. So from that perspective, she's not as good. But I think she's unique enough. Oh. What do you think? Nature's Wrath? Nature's Wrath will definitely be the shout for PvE. Because we'll get her damage winding up. Not as helpful for PvP though. PvP, honestly, probably Life Harvest I think would be quite nice on her. Because get Life Harvest, she's going to be getting turn meter. We can cycle back to the Death brand. And of course, if we're going Stone Skin, you always want Lightning Cage. Which I think she does need the Stone Skin really to hit hard. Alright, masteries. Yeah. We'll go down into Helm Smasher. We probably want to pick up Kill Streak too. Hello everyone. Alright, this is why I tried for arm ones, I don't have him, but extra CvC. That's fair. At least you're I'm still top of the points for my clan. At least, again, we don't want to repeat of last time's rule, so keep that in mind. I have 7 minutes, so I'm back for a bit. Good to see you popping in still. Again, even just leaving it on, it's very much appreciated. I would love some help for the new clan boss team. New account with Lion bought. I've Pelops, Mavara, Lion, Veno, Korean, the Fat, and Mordecai. Pelops, Mavara, Korean. I would bring in Venomage. Oh, sorry. Veno? Is Veno Venomage? If Veno's Venomage, I'd bring in Venomage instead of Koraidon. Well, Koraidon, I suppose, is the increased speed. You would get the my only thought, Vushwan, is that you're gonna get the fervor up all the time. So you'll have everyone coming in with the 8-1s. With the fervor that the line brings. Mercurial Roy, it's a shout, but from the testing I've seen, she doesn't actually hit that hard. Unless you're getting like this ramped up. So I think she's someone you're probably going to have to run in Stone Skin Lethal to get the most value out of her. What do we want to go? Probably want to go Shield Breaker. Could go Heart of Glory. We'll go Shield Breaker, I think. Question, do we want to go Ruthless Ambush? I think we go Whirlwind of Death. I think we go Cycle of Violence. So we'll go something like this for the Masteries. Yeah, that's so... It's fascinating. It's actually... It's not fascinating. I do not have any damage relics. So, I broke my builds because I was testing out my Bayek in this 9 Mercurial damage build. But he doesn't hit hard enough. I don't have any Ignored Defense relics on the account. So I can't... It's really difficult for me to get a 9-piece Mercurial damage build going, just because I can't, you know, swap out the relic for an Ignored Defense relic. I don't have a Cat's Gaze. Where are we looking at? Here. So these are all the relics. We got the Gore Crescent, but that's not giving you Ignored Defense. Axe Serpentus. Yeah, none of these are really good damage relics. These ones are okay, but again, not Ignored Defense. I know Cruisin uses Bike and Savage Stone Skin. Yes, I have seen him do that. I have seen. The issue is, I could build him to do that, but I've got like Marius and Gallius built in better, you know, same gear style. But they just get prioritized first. From that perspective. But it's definitely a build I can try out. I'm going to have to scrap this 9 Mercurial build because that is not working. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I think the most important thing is I just get him to work with his passive to start with. That is defense. Do I have any good banners or am I just going to be... Probably that. I'm doing this purely because she's going to get Tholin's build for this. We're going to do a run in... whatever it's called. Faction Wars. So I know he's got a 5-piece Merciless set on him. So I just put this Merciless banner on her for the moment. I'm going to roll it up to 16. It's fine. Enlighten me. Glide, who are we forgetting? We do have a Mina to build as well. We do have a Mina to build. Oh yeah. As Dread has very nicely reminded, if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe and join the Discord. It's very much appreciated. The accuracy on this would be quite helpful, I think. Because at the moment, I have none. Actually, this build's not going to work. She's not going to land any Hex and Death brand. But yeah. Yeah, Walden, that's what I would be considering it for as well. On that basis. That you just want the fervor with the ally attacks. I don't think this build's gonna work. Do I have an accuracy banner? No. I could rework this. Yeah, well, that's not going well. Build her like Raya. Yeah. I will build her like Raya. At the moment, what's happened is I'm being a bit lazy. And this is Raya's build. So similar-ish style. But I was just trying to use Tholin's gear because I already had it saved as a preset. But my Tholin's build doesn't have any accuracy on it because he doesn't need accuracy for his debuffs against bosses and stuff. So maybe I'll just get a quick auto build to put together. Becoming a member. Oh yeah, I will profess it, guys. If you want to become a member, I have not done any members only content. So, but I appreciate the support if you just buy it anyway. Thanks, Dread. No, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Venomage, take a gear set and test. Yeah, okay. We'll take a gear set. We can take a gear set. I was gonna run them for Faction Wars. So I didn't want to steal Rye's gear. For that reason. But I can quickly just chuck a build on her. Could be quite simple to do. Just for the purposes of getting through. I'm thinking Life Harvest, guys. But obviously we've had the shout as well for Nature's Wrath. But I feel that I will use her in PvP a bit. So I want to give her a set that gives her slightly more usefulness in Arena, which is probably just going to be Lightning Cage in the end, because we don't want stuff being stolen. Excuse my language. So yeah. All right, let me just quickly chuck a build on her for the purposes of testing. Hello, Fried. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy CvC to you as well. Happy CvC to you as well. Hopefully you're going well. Alright, we gotta do... What's the time? 8:02. Alright. So in terms of stuff we have to do on the account, it's mainly just Faction Wars. Unfortunately, I think I missed the seasonal stuff. Okay, well, okay. Well, yeah, have I used all my keys? I've used all my Doom Tower keys, which is unhelpful. But, for example... Alright, whatever. Okay, let's go into Faction Wars and we'll do a test. I'll swap a gear over. Right. So we'll speed boost up. Rye's got gear. So Rye's... She hits pretty hard into this wave. So just for damage testing purposes, which she did, that smack did 817. If we wanted to then put the same gear on a Wraithia, which I can actually... We can actually do that, which is quite helpful. So she'll have the exact... Obviously, she's going to be missing a soul. I'm just going to put Lightning Cage on her for the moment, purely because it's just a good overall blessing. So we'll see how she goes. Turn me to boost up. So we go here. Block Revive. Let's try and block Revive the Raglan. So not quite enough accuracy, which is what my concern was. So even with the increased accuracy, we only landed Hex on 1. So that's not just going to hit quite as hard. So for damage, she only did 249, right? It's also not quite fair because Raya has a Covetous Passion. So she's getting even more ignored defense. But I think she's going to be hard to just swap into the same build. We'll give her a damage relic. The support, obviously. Yeah. Very expensive Void Legendary support. Apparently, I really don't have that many damage relics available to go around. Could give her a Gore Crescent, I suppose. We'll just give her the Gore Crescent for the moment. What she got? Yeah. See, look at that. She's got no accuracy, right? Defense banner. Crazy. She probably really needs... I know. Yeah. Crown? Oh. Crown could be a shout. Again, it's more PvE. You're talking about... Far out. This one. The Coronet. That's not bad. It'll get a cranking damage for PvE. But again, not quite PvP. Alright, let's just get an inaccuracy banner. So that she can actually hit her stuff. No speed on that. I'm assuming that's what you meant by the... Whatever, this is fun. Whatever, it's good enough. I'll just take it up. Alright, so I put that on. Obviously, we're going to lose some damage. But she's got a bit more accuracy. I don't think it's going to be enough. But we can have a look. Alright, are we going to land it? There we go, that's enough accuracy. So will she do a lot more damage now with all those landed? I would say that's a fair bit more damage now. We did like 238. And that time around we did 457. So we basically doubled it. Plus, I think she's also built more for the... her passive here. Stacking up that ignore defense. Yeah. Not bad. So, except Galathea is just going to cleanse it, which is kind of annoying. But... yeah, so, okay, so she only counterattacks when they're under... Oh, we got this back. Ah, ignores block debuffs. That's quite nice. You can't steal it. But you can stun me, though. And I get frozen. Look, what I'm finding out is I probably need to run the entire team together. And then we'll give it a test. I did temp off of Ancients and picked up a Wither. 80k away from 500 badge. Go get it, man. Go get that badge. Go get it. So, let me just lock some champions. So that, what's her name? Corpse. Arathia. How much accuracy does she have at the moment? 242. So we'll just aim for 250 accuracy, I think. Yeah, Rye's better. I think so. In terms of like overall damage, I think Rye will do more damage. But we gotta, hang on, I'll get her in a proper build, and then we'll run like a proper actual test. Or for, well, testing purposes, I suppose. In Faction Wars, we'll do a full run. We'll see if we can beat the next level. Yeah, he's a bit squishy. Do I have another one of... yeah, whatever. You can just grab one of these. But I think Rye's better. We got a test. Voosh, we can't jump to any conclusions. We're gonna test. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly put together a build for her. This is gonna be in leftover gear. So it's not gonna be in the best gear I have on the account, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, we'll see whose gear she's gonna take. But yeah, Rye's definitely better. Also, Rye's better because I have the 5-star soul, and she's got a plus 15 covetous. It's hard to compare the apples with apples. Anyone want to trade a Grand Oak Podrick, by the way? I've got a spare one. So if anyone wants to offer me a good trade for a Grand Oak Podrick, give me a yell. Happy to trade him out. But it's got to be a worthwhile trade. Not accepting an undervalued Grand Podrick trade. It's not on the agenda today. Grand Oak Podrick. I'm sure you will, Glide. Glide, do we reckon we just book out the Mina's first form? Also, question obviously extends to every single one here. Mina, I have 13 books. I'm thinking I just book out her first form and call it a day. And I'll just leave her second form unbooked. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll give you a Kale and Kale. Kale, it's getting there. Okay, I'll trade my Hagabar. I don't know if I want a second Hagabar. I'm gonna be honest, Rushuan. Yeah, I think just first is probably the best option. We got to redo Arathia's build because she was stealing gear off champions I didn't want her to steal from. Yeah, I'd say go first. I'm gonna take him from more ally attacks so I can find a hard 8. Well, Roy, I've actually got 2. Well, this Mikage is not summoned yet, but I have 2 Mikages and 2 Grand Oak Podricks and a Lanathril. So I got too many ally attackers. Give you one of. I'd trade one of the Thors. Potentially, I think she'd benefit from like the cooldowns on this. Like she'd love that on a 3-turn, this on a 3-turn. I could skip the A1 book, so I just try and use 4. My main thing is I got Carnage coming up in the next 2 months or so. I would take a spare Noelle. Noelle's probably the best offer I've had. Thank you, Gregory. Spare Noelle would be nice. I'd be happy with one. I've actually got to do some Curse City. I've been putting it off. Got to go and do this. I got my duck ready to go specifically to clear this level. All right. Whilst I've been waffling around. All right. Do we reckon Arathia is better than? Don't need cooldown. We can test her out. I'll give you a Gurgo. Gurgo, not as high on my list, Josh. I am dissing Thor. I do like Thor, but be persuaded. All right. Well, this is the build. We're going to be stealing some gear off some people here. If I can actually click the... Here we go. We're stealing some gear off whatever bro's name is. Hang on. Whoops, forgot to life refresh this. Stealing gear off Gallius. So we'll have to decide if I want the Arathia or the Gallius build. But for this test, we can just leave it on. All right, hang on. Give it 1 more second to rerun it. Ally attack for ally attack. Ah, thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi on the live stream. I enjoy meeting everyone when they come in. I can't run this in Faction Wars at the same time, can I? This game is so annoying when you can't do that. You don't need cooldown for PvE only, yeah. I suppose it's not necessary. My Gallius is fully booked. Do I regret that? No. I think he's okay. Ashnar is only booked in his second form, which is fine. And then Mikage and Emrys is only booked second form. Mikage is just booked on ally attack. Oh my god, thank you for that reminder. I nearly forgot. Let's quickly run my Hydra. Shout out Vushwan for saving me my Hydra. Nearly forgot to run it because I have no brain cells, apparently. Sure. Is this Nightmare? Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's run it. Nightmare Hydra. That is very nice. Congrats on the 2 books. Hell yeah. That's actually quite disappointing. Can't even... I was hoping that team would just be able to wing it. Apparently not. I had too much faith. Alright. Update is we're just gonna run. Doesn't really matter. Alright, let's run this team on Nightmare. 2 mythical books is so good though. Nothing more satisfying. Sure, that's fine. Doesn't matter. It's a tank week as well, by the way. Sorry, it's a tank week for our Hydra, so this is where I'm running it out of the Clash time slots. Brutal. Well, let's see if this team will actually do enough damage on Brutal or not. Yep. All right. And then let's go hard. Perfect. We should be chilling, but yeah, nothing better than 2 mythical books. Hello. 2 mythical books is clean. It's a nice surprise. All right, sorry, I've probably stuffed around for long enough. Ladies and gents, let's have a look at this Raya build. So this is what we'll be running for the moment. Taking gear off Raph, who I don't care about. And defense, sick. Ooh, got a Sacred from Clan Boss. Sacred's always nice. But whoops, that is very much the wrong button. Would you recommend getting more crit damage? 300 plus crit damage. To give you an idea, so this is the Marius I have, right? 7k crit damage. I've got the double ascension here. No roll there. No roll there. 1 roll here. Crit damage. So this is probably the mythical piece is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. And then, yeah, the double crit damage here. So that's kind of, and then this is, yeah, crit damage 6-star with the crit damage ascension. You get a lot of them just straight from, so this is 152% crit damage. Comes straight from the gauntlet and the, you know, the amulet. And then you get another 65, I think it's 65 crit damage just from him himself. So once you start getting those, you know, then you're looking at your 220 and it's a lot easier to then push up the rest of the crit damage. All right, where's Arathia again? Lost her. All right, let's actually take this up to 16. With the gear enhancement. Oh, yes, and the 4-star soul. And the Great Hall. You know what? Vushwan's made all the points. Extra 25% crit damage here. Well, I can actually break it down. The Marius has 50, 195 from the artifacts, 25 here, 10, and then the 38. Gets the 318. Birds up slow. All right, let's go into Faction Wars and have a look at how this plays out. Everyone is geared, I hope. Everyone's geared, so we'll go in and we'll see what we can do. I want to see how Arathia performs. I'm not sure if she's going to be... She's a bit slower than my friend. She's the wrong level. No, is this the right level? It's the right level. Let's just go straight out. All right, we might glyph her up briefly here as well. This looks good fun. And now she's going to start... Yeah, look at all those block revives coming out. The block revives will be very nice. Of course, we revived literally the one person that wasn't block revived. Not a ridiculous amount of damage. Raya. Raya's just bonkers. Let's go straight into the Marius here. Oh, and she's just straight up been sniped. It's going well. Should we see if we can just pop the Mesomel? Oh, and that's gone well as well. Does this reset each round? No, in a battle. Ah. So they all should be being block revived now, I think. Yeah, that's nice. I'd say this is going well so far, guys. And Raya just gets to freaking A1. Block revive. Crazy. It's just so silly. This guy's a pain in the ass. No Death Brand. Alright. Well, I'd say we're going to clear through this level very, very easily here. Bonk. 6-star on 20. That's, yeah, okay. All right, stage 21. Big day here, ladies and gentlemen. Has anyone else got to any level stage 21s? Let me know. Because it's a big effort. All right, we'll get her speed will go up here. Block revive the Nazis. Resisted. Oh. Should die, I think, here. Yeah. Oh. How nice was that? So, Grand Oak, not Grand Oak, Podrigged. Whenever an enemy under a poison debuff attacks an ally, instantly activates all poison debuffs on that enemy. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And because of the block revive from our friend here, bang. What you upgrading Great Hall after accuracy? I went accuracy, crit damage, resistance. Right? Accuracy, crit damage, resistance was the path I went down. This guy's so annoying. And I think that's a very... Can we pop him? Oh, he's so freaking... Such a pain. All the buff steals. Unideal. All right, we're not going to target him. Not going to target him. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Sorry. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I very much appreciate you all. I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you typically think... Yeah, I feel crit damage is probably going to be more helpful overall than resistance would be. Just because you really have to... Like, the crit damage is going to help all your damage dealers, but the resistance isn't going to help all of your supports. You really have to want to build... You really have to want to build... You know, resistance for it to be useful, right? You have to focus on that. Let's go out with the block Divas. No block Divas. Let's go stop activating his instant turn. I don't even know how he gets it, in all honesty. All right. I'll sort this out. After you get Mithrala and Hydra, does a Fragments get replaced with something else? No. No, Prime. You just, once you get Mithrala, that's it with the Hydra collecting. Unfortunately. At that stage, there's no other champion that you get to go collect after it. Which is a bit sad. Let's go on with ally attack and just pop the... Get the block revive. Oh, right. That's a case of me not using my brain there, guys. Given that I targeted the champion that can't be targeted when he's in extra turns. Using all of the brain power, as always. All right, let's get that up. We should be able to potentially just A1 ourselves out of this small issue here. Which we have. At this point, I think Dithey is better than her TBH. I mean, max her A1 extra turn. His A1 extra turn. Yeah. I think once we get her passive ramped up, she'll be a bit better. The issue is this guy. I gotta stop targeting him. Alright, the block actives is kind of annoying. Can live with it. Don't weak hit. Alright, at least we got all of this blocked for once. So that's going badly. Should have known better asking it's Pyram we're talking about, yeah. You had too high expectations that we get another free champion, man. We gotta put those expectations down. Alright, let's just target the CCR. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what happened then, but I'm not gonna complain. I think the Shemnaf's the kind of annoying one here. So we've popped her, which is nice. Then it's probably this tosser. please. Yeah, we don't have any of her skills up, unfortunately. Pop, stunned, perfect. Okay, we might be able to get through this here. No, we get to go up. Hegemon, pop, pop, decent amount of damage. We should be able to just. Honestly, this guy's so annoying. I don't understand his kit. Her frags get replaced with air. Classic. Absolute classic. How does this do? Wish champ for 3-star. I got my Sylvan Wars done with Dythy. Was my main damage dealer. I used Lemonisi as another damage dealing option. This guy's so annoying. I used Lemonisi as another damage dealing option. I found that she was quite good. And then I used 2 revivers, I think, to get it done. Be nice if this guy could die, though. I'll show you the team I used in a second. Sorry, my friend. Alright, there we go. Block revive. Alright. Reflect damage. Transfers all debuffs to all enemies. That's not great. True Fear stun. I don't think we'll be able to kill this boss. But we'll see. Sorry. Yeah. Hello. Kai? We'll go with Kai. I have never missed a fusion. I have gone for. Would be the best way to probably describe that. Are we going to steal the reflect damage? Unfortunately not. Block Death Brand is quite nice though. Yeah, I should say that I've never missed a fusion I've actually tried to do. Death Brand Reflection's interesting. Get up to block buffs. Poison. Oh, I missed the cleanse. That's cool. That's unfortunate. Or did you jump into the first fusion? No, sorry. And I will say my first fusion was Fabian. Maybe I got to stop putting up the Death Brand. My first fusion on the account was Fabian. So I missed Esme. Death Brand's not ideal. I'm not gonna be honest. Yeah, I did Fabian. I missed Esme. I've missed a couple, but they were like deliberate decisions. All right, whatever. I can't be bothered. I need a better reviver for the Sylvans. I've also got to stop putting Death Brand on myself with a not an ideal road to living with that one. So we'll just go and we'll just auto our way through this. We should be fine. But yeah, it's I want you can 1 key Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord. But even then, like Fabian, I did 3 months into the account. Yeah, Elva would be amazing because she'd bring Veil and the block debuffs. So I'd also be in a great spot with whatever her name is. So yeah, Elva would be amazing. I could take out our friend here, Tree Shield Not. Grand Oak doesn't revive. No? Grand Oak just provides the... No, Grand Oak's just the ally attack in continuous heals. 9 Mercurial and Grand Oak. He's just in his Fire Knight build at the moment. All right. Surely we get back. I'm in a meeting, so no audio. Just want to say you're handsome. Thank you. Well, can't hear, but thank you, Dread. I appreciate that. But yeah, 9 Mercurial would be good for Grand Oak. Or 9 Protection as well. Extra. That would keep him alive a bit easier, though. You're right from that perspective. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure. No, because Grandox just got the ally attack and then the cleanse turn meter boost. And he's got the A1 with the reset. He's got the nice passive where he actually just try and take them out. Perfect. He's got the nice passive. He said thank you. Thanks, Prime. I appreciate that. Oh, that's so low. Come on. Look, give me a turn. Give me a turn. Give me a turn. Oh. Faction Wars, guys. So fun sometimes. Alright. No, I'm just gonna manual it. I appreciate that. It's very nice. But no, yeah, I don't blame you, man. There's so many kits out there. I forget people's kits 99% of the time. I am getting cooked. It's because I don't have all the abilities up when I come to this. Yeah, so Grandox got the Gestel. I've say with the I started trying to do it because I used the helper for the team presets, and I should get into the habit. And I was trying to test out potentially using like the Gestel for it, but I just haven't done it. I should do it. It would make my life a lot easier. Because at the moment I just move around presets, but I don't, you know, change people's, like, because Grando's just in his finite build. And that's just, you know, the build I just run. But yeah, if I do really want to maximize it all, I would run very specific builds. Is Tree better reviver than Silken? I like Tree Shield not. I have a 6-star soul for him, which is why I'm using him. Because I feel the 6-star soul is quite nice. Do I want to do this? I don't regret it. Oh, perfect. Hell yeah. Come on. Come on. Pop. Pop. Someone's died. Counterattacks. Keep giving me counterattacks. She really doesn't do a lot of damage with her counterattacks. Oh, I had to... Can we... Alright. This is... I do have Silken. I do have Silken. She's somewhere... Yeah, here she is. She's got a 4-turn single target revive, the turn meter boosting, increase speed, decrease attack. But I already have Grand Oak Podrick that does all the decrease speed, increase attack. So I just run Tree Shield, 5-turn double, you know, increase defense, decrease attack. He's not amazing. It just depends what you need. I didn't feel like I needed to double up with a Grand Oak Podrick. All right, we're going to give this one more attempt, guys, and then I'm going to stop boring you with trying to run my Sylvan Faction Wars. So we'll move on after this. We'll move on after this. I promise. I promise. God, they've really got a lot of... I would really like it if, forgot his name already. This bloke. What's his name? I forgot his name. Not boring at all. This guy. If this A3 was a block debuffs as well, like a full cleanse, continuous heal block debuffs, and the shield, but that might be asking potentially a little too much. All right, let's just do that and stun them all. It's fun seeing someone else getting whooped. Yeah. Look, I'd be honest. It's not going ideally. It's definitely gone better before, but potentially we should be able to go. That is so sick. Provoking, whatever. Can't believe that I didn't get the kill then. Right, we should be getting healed up. Triple hit. But yeah, no. It's just these higher levels of faction wars. They get a bit difficult. Getting there. He's not doing any damage, except he keeps healing every time. Hello, Dread. I very much appreciated your earlier comment. We had a very nice from Prime as well, mentioning what I said, which was nice. All right, finally, after about 10 years. All right, I think we want to get rid of this guy. The tosser, whose name I've forgotten, but I want him out of here. Now we got the stuns, bit of the heal. So we're coming up now. Get a bit of damage out. Ally attack in. I think we should be good now. I'm surprised he did not pass away. But that's okay. Go to the cleanse. Oh no. I'm getting absolute trauma at the moment. Come on. Just freaking... Oh my god. I know. I do need block debuffs for the boss. Hang on. It's not over. Well, it's probably over. Who are we gonna revive? Oh, they've got like no HP. I don't think I have anyone that really puts out block debuffs. So I'll have to check. It was very close, but now I'm getting annoyed. Hang on, we're gonna rerun it. I need to ramp up Arathia's damage earlier in the round so that she has a bit more damage when we actually get to the final round. So we'll just open with A3 here. It's fine. Whatever. Now we'll go out. And now we should be able to get a little bit more damage ramping. Perfect. There we go. Now we get to go. All right. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think I'd be cut in. I'm good. I'm good. Really, guys, I'm good. I just think you guys come and watch this content. It's partially true. Partially true, Voosh. Anyway, so we've got, look at that. All right, so Arathia's scaled up. Whatever. We're gonna... I see Mesmer is the biggest issue, so let's just go target the Mesmer. Now the Mesmer's gone. It's whatever. Marius can do that. Doesn't matter. It might not be enough to kill the Marius. Yeah, nah. That was a whole lot of damage. Seems like I suck at this game. Hang on. That's very direct and to the point there, Glide. If I can just actually get a cleanse off like that. Grand X dead. Could be worse. Hang on. And then I should be able to get some of that. Ready. And then we're going to go A3. Still a bunch of that stuff. Yeah, I'm getting the vibes here. I'm unimpressed. All right. We're going to heal back up. We're going to heal back up. I'm going to get the... This ignores it. And we're just going to get the A1 out. All right. That was nice of him. I've got to try and get the revive back up before the final fight. Whoop. That's probably not going to do it, though. Reset. Oh, we did get the cooldown. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are so back. We are so back. Okay. The plan. What is the plan? Do I have a plan? I'm just going to type. We're going to snipe the reviver to start with. So they can't come. All right. We're going to go up then with the poisons. Now we're going to go with the now we're going to go with the stun. Now we're going to go up. We should hit like a truck here. Perfect. Come on. Yes. We've done it. Oh, that only took about 10 years too long. All worth it for these 14 spiteful remnants too. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance. What a performance. Couldn't have done it without you all. Hell yeah. Feels good. Feels good. Let's celebrate Ripper Sacred. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. Hang on, let's go and chuck it in this team here. I shouldn't have broken that team. We want right open with this. So let me go back and fix that. We are going to go here though. For testing purposes, where is Corpse Flower? I'm blind. Oh, she's here. How is this sorted? Oh, champion tags, right. Any artifacts to pull? Hydra chest. Yeah, I can do the Hydra chest as well. Let me stop. All right, let's increase the res. Doesn't really matter. So we go here with the Arbiter, I suppose. She doesn't hit ridiculously hard. Seraph saved her. We should get the pop. That's quite nice. I'm happy, but I'm not that happy. I second that statement. We'll try this team. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully oh wait, they're quite slow. I thought they'd be a bit quicker than this. I was like, oh, we'll get to see the Mavara passive at work, but nope. All right, let's go. Resisted. Happens. Pop, pop. She's gonna come in. She's gonna come in. How about now? Should pop the, yeah, there we go. Doink. Oh, aspect. Anyway, she's quite fun. I wouldn't call her that. She's not. Well, that's gone well, but I'm not sure if she's definitely not an S tier champion. But she's cool. Pop a sacred per new member. New goal. Oh no. Pick it in LA for the reality. Yeah. That would be the real test. She just doesn't hit. Like she's designed with this passive in mind. And I just don't think that, like, as well, she needs to land the hexes. She's just not going to land that in a normal situation. So if the lockout there. So if Embrys hits her, well, actually the Embrys just might die. So how hard? So yeah, when you ramp her up, right? When you get the damage ramp up, she hits like a truck. But without the damage ramp up, I just don't think she's going to hit that hard. This seems a relatively tanky team. I would test her in LA, but LA is not open at the moment. LA is not open for another 2 hours. No, hour and a half. But we also have another champion we need to test. We have to test out the mythical. Which, a question why I've built her first. Not a high resistance. So she should hit a lot harder. Well, there's all the block revives. So does she get in turn meter? Yeah, fills his champion's turn meter by 30%. Each additional enemy kills her an additional 20%, which is why she gets back to her turn so quickly. So you can go in and pop. It's not a bad shield. Except she's going to be an absolute... that's pretty cool. Is it a block revive by anyone then? You guys let me know. There's a lot of block revives. And this is Fabian. Waiting for that to see your final verdict. She's not bad. I'm not, like... I don't know. I don't think I'll pick her that much, but... Subsequent enemies killed by this champion. So the double resist's not ideal then, because she's going to do less damage. Yeah. See, not enough to... She just doesn't hit hard enough originally. I think is the issue, right? Like, I'm even giving her... She's got fervor up as well. Oh, she doesn't have increased attack. Hang on. Hang on. I haven't been running her with increased attack. So, clarifying the mythical that is. Yeah. You're good. We'll get her up in a second. I've realized that she doesn't have an increased attack on her. So potentially that's something I want to change. And she's just been absolutely murked. Got to run her with someone that gives increased attack. I could run Podrick. I suppose. Could be a decent option. Who do I have that provides increased attack? God. I mean, Arbiter's the obvious option. I think Grand Oak Podrick could be a bit of fun though. Or run Mikage. Let's go Podrick. Let's drop the Malara. Let's go Podrick. For a little bit of fun here. And then we will test out. We'll test out Mina after this. We'll see if she does more damage with the increased attack. So, oh, actually, she got it for 2 turns, so that's lucky. But I was going to say, she's going to outrun it most of the time anyway. Does she ignore block damage? Ignore block damage. So her A2 does ignore block. That was a bit more damage. That was a bit more damage. We need a tanky team, though, to really test it. Potentially, I need Arbiter in the team. Hang on. All right, if anyone's fighting us in Siege, don't look. Potentially, I'm going to go second to this team, though. These will be some tougher teams we can test it against. That's not fun. I have a feeling that a lot of these teams are just going to outpace me. That's just not. Alright, let's test Loopy's team. Potentially his Fabian will be faster. I also need to bring in the increased attack. We'll just use Arbiter for testing. Doesn't really matter too much. Bring in Arathia. And then potentially taking notes for Siege. Yeah, no, you gotta... This is the testing point. Maybe let us run... We could just run Bayek. Let's just run for Palace. Yeah, don't look too hard. We do go first. Stone Skin. Cleanse. So now we're going to get cut in a little increased attack. We will be fine. Relatively. Soul My Crystal. Alright. So now, so the issue is, right, Mercurial, like it's just not going to do anything. Got rid of the Fabian. Let's see if we can It's unfortunate. But you see what I mean? It's just a bit... That's a bit unfortunate. But then she's just not going to be that good into Mercurial, which I think would be a big issue for her. Her passive is she ramps up her damage. So each time she kills an enemy, gets more ignore defense. She then gets a big shield when she's killed 2 or more, and then she just block revives when she gets further. But like her kit's designed so that her multipliers take into account the damage ramp up. Hang on. Potentially this is gonna maybe slightly ruin the test, but I think what you would want to do in an ideal world is actually run like a Marius or something with her. God, I can't even see Arbiter. Oh, I think you want to run like a Marius or someone with her so you can get rid of all these stacks in the first place. So now we're going to get rid of them all. Hopefully we don't get cut in on. That's annoying. Alright, so ideally we were meant to get rid of them all, but we're a bit slow. Yeah. Got the block revive on the Fabian. I don't know. I joined a new clan before CvC. It gave me access to Hydra. I show an hour left on the timer. Should I use keys or wait till next? You can use your keys because you'll get them back at the reset, Fried. Is it gonna be enough? I was hoping it would be enough damage. See, I think you guys though are seeing the issues, right? With running her. She's going to be very difficult to get. You have to have all the total guard stacks gone to get the best use out of her. And it's hard to clear all the total guard stacks. This team seems like a slower team. Oh, these are conditions. Hell no. All right. I think we've done enough testing of Arathia. Overall impressions. She's not bad, but I don't think she's a, you know, an amazing champion. But yeah, sorry. I was saying, Friday, they should reset. Show an hour left. If you've got time left on this timer, use your keys. Use your keys. All right, let's get Mina cooking. All right, hang on. Okay, let's get whatever. We'll get Mina. I'll finish off Mina's masteries. All right, let's build her out while what do we reckon? It is mythical time. We got some decisions to make too as well about what we want to run on her. I think we go pretty simple masteries. I think we go defense tree though. Oh, what do you reckon? Do we want defense or support tree on her? She doesn't need the accuracy is the main thing. Potentially you would want to go down to Master Hexer though. Maybe you want to go like that. And then bang and then bang. Her multipliers aren't good. I don't think she does a whole lot of damage, I'm going to be honest. From my testing. So the potential is, I'm concerned. I want to build her in 9 Mercurial. But I'm concerned that she's not going to do enough damage in 9 Mercurial. And so see you in 2 weeks. Appreciate it, Zero, man. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, Laura Steele's also nice. But she can't even do the masteries at the moment. While we're waiting. But yeah. We'll see. What do we reckon? 9 Mercurial, or do we want to go 4-piece Stone Skin, 4-piece, ignore defense? Potentially the 4-piece Stone Skin, 4-piece, and we just build her slower. Obviously, potentially probably should have put her in a lightning cage then. But we can run like a wand on her. Give her some accessibility, because I just don't think she's going to do enough damage in 9 Mercurial. I think I put together some builds actually when I was testing out in my previous time. Past builds. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. So I was looking at something potentially like this. So this is taking all my gear from Maria. Unideal, right? This is also such a freaking bad. I reworked it. I could still roll speed, I suppose, on the 16. HP percentage. 800 res. Yeah. Should be enough. It also depends, Josh, on like your level, right? No, I can't even put it on. But I will test her out in this build to start with. Give me attack percentage. I'll roll it up, but... Yeah, it depends on like the level you're working with as well. Because, potentially... For me, it would resist most things. But... You never know. Especially if you run into an increased accuracy champion, then you're in trouble. Like my Mavara has 736, which is a decent enough. Josh, I also interpreted you just meant the accuracy conversion. So hopefully that is what you meant. All right, she's about to be done. I'm excited to test her out. Not every day. Oh, PvE. Oh, I'm so blind. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a lot. 800 is more than enough for PvE. Hello, Nathan. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Shit. Wouldn't recommend doing this, but I'm low in those brills, so. Yeah, we're accuracy conversion. Yeah, that's more than enough. Sorry, I thought you were talking about PvP. Not PvE. Anyway, now that we got Mina ready to go, let's go and get some of these done. Definitely want to go down to Helm Smasher. Alright, guys, what do we reckon? Support, or do we go defense tree? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Defense? Defense is not a bad shout. I was thinking mainly you would want to go support tree, Laura Steele. Laura Steele's always nice. Support, counter attack mastery on defense. This one. Retribution, yeah. Defense, support. Bit 50-50. Defense for more counterattack. All right. Sorry, Prime. You've been outvoted. But we'll go defense then. Swift parry with that Mastery Chef's Kiss. Yeah, the Swift parry. I've got like no Swift parry gear. It's kind of sad. We'll go this way. We'll go this because that could pair quite nicely, and we'll go down to Retribution. Whirlwind of Death, yeah. We could actually run this. We could run Opportunist. We could also go Cycle of Violence, but this could be interesting. She's placing the stun. What do you reckon, guys? Do we want to go Cycle of Violence or Opportunist? Both are interesting options. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, we'll get the build on her that we will originally test her out with. Which would be this one. Alright, so this would be the initial testing build. This is 9 Merc. So we don't have any ignored defense on her, which is the main concern. She's built a little bit slow. She doesn't have amazing stats. But let's go and test her out. Just gonna have a look. We'll just run her straight into this team. Right, Mina can go straight in. Don't want Grand Oak. Fabian, usual lockout. Cycle. Cycle? Yeah. Cycle's probably the best all-round option. I don't know. We can just go Palace and Movara like usual, I suppose. Actually, go Palace. Can't even see her. We'll go Palace and then... I don't know who else. But yeah, okay. I'll chuck Cycle on her. There we go. Boom. Her attack's not that high. Her attack's only 5.5k. It's what I get for having bad Mercurial gear. Like, that's not attack percentage. This is crit damage, crit rate. This is HP percentage boots. Like, none of this is So, Mudeath Orchid. Epic Relic from LA. It's a good question. I've got no idea, Glide. Oh, I did. I do have one. I picked it up recently, actually, in the crafting session I just did. And we'll just get Palace, whatever. No, let's go Hilby. We'll run this team and we'll see how it goes. So lock them out, etc. Boom. Crushing Rent, counter attacks, all that fun stuff. Get decreased defense out. All right, Moon Spinner. So we got the decreased attack and the leech, and then we also had the stun. Let's open up with the stun. Not a whole lot of damage. We're gonna get further attacks coming in. Decrease. Go with the A3. Weak hit. So I'll excuse that. My Maria stuff in the same fate bag. Yeah. It's just... and I don't have the right relics to make the teams work. It's a little bit of damage. It's not a lot. She could really do with the relic I have on my... She could do with the relic I have on my Raya, the Covetous Passion, for some ignored defense. Would you book Alice that's built with accuracy, speed, or mercurial? You need an A2 booked. I'm assuming. So, if you just want to book an A2, then yeah. Not be resisted. We'll go with this instead. It's not a lot of damage. Give him my best attack gear. Okay. We'll try my best attack gear after this. Predator's probably gonna... We get some damage there popping with the passive. Got some stuns out. It's not a lot of damage though, is it? Considering she's mainly a damage dealer. And it's not like we can swap her over either. Yeah, see, it comes from the passive. There we go. Got the strip, got the leech. So not bad. But I wouldn't say it's amazing. How's my fusion looking? My fusion's looking good so far. Yeah, Glide, the main issue with that is getting a death dealer. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's the passive coming in because they were under leech. So we got the Yeah, exactly. You can't have, stuff that's ignoring the block type of stuff. All right, this team is going to be a bit harder. Hopefully Mina dies, and then we can see what it's like. Because she's going to be quite squishy. Probably should have got off the Mercurial. Let's go with the stun. Wand of Submission. Nice. Next rotation for sure, yeah. I'm never going to get one. It's such a lot of effort for not a lot of outcome. One's coming back again. Speed decrease. There we go. That's quite nice. A little bit of the happening there. So now we got this up. Pop the passive. He's going to come in and merc. There we go. We're getting a little bit of the passives running. We're going to try and get her to die, though. The nerf means nothing. Yep. Who do you think is the most account-changing mythical in the game? For PvP, it would be Sabriel. She is absolutely bonkers. 100% Sabriel. If you pull Sabriel, you're just cooking in PvP. See, this doesn't ignore block debuffs either. Not that I'm saying it should, but it's annoying it doesn't ignore block debuffs. Because Mercurial, block debuffs. So at that stage, it just makes more sense to A1. Well, yes. I thought it'd be interesting to try in Mercurial and try and work with a passive. Because, the runner, keep her protected. You have a passive working where she's doing out the, the enemy max HP damage. All that fun stuff. But you're right. We should probably just want her to actually die to this nice. Because we haven't got it in our second form yet. I won't be doing a video for the Summon Rush. Purely because... Alright, is she gonna die? Not really. I'm not going to be doing a video just because I don't need to pull for it. Dread? Alright, there we go. Let's get out the decreased defense. Back, we're in the alt form. Alright. So we got the heal reduction block debuffs. Oh, I also was running her in Mercurial, so she didn't get Wonder Submissioned on all of her debuffs. Which is a bit of an issue. So we go in here. As Wonder Submission procced on that with the heal reduction. Enfeeble's not ideal. 2 turn as well. It's a little bit of damage. It's just not a lot. Like, this ignores block debuffs without under heal reduction, but of course they've already skipped it. Which is what you want. The nice cleanse off the heal reductions. We got it back though. Man, we can land the heal reduction. So we should be able to go through his block damage next turn. In theory, as long as he doesn't freaking blast us. Life Harvest triggering. So now, the A2 here, we should just go straight through it. This is a situation where you would want to just be able to one-tap this nice here. So ideally, yeah, okay, 112,000. We should have been ignoring 100% defense at that stage. So I would have been very disappointed if we hadn't have one-tapped. We can get it back into our main form now, once again. And set it all up. Another Wonder Submission proc. Crazy. Hello, David. Hello, 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 David. We can... I'm happy to... Maybe later. I very much appreciate... Sorry, I'll preface it. I very much appreciate the offer. I want to just test her out in another build as well. But I do very much appreciate the offer. It is such a long fight because she does no damage. Hang on. I want to actually see. It would be interesting to run her into a heavy turn meter boosting team, which is the main thing I'd want to test with her passive. Anyway, so in theory, we should all get the... Mina should come back now. Doesn't get the instant turn there, which is to be expected. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's just not a lot. It's an inspirational quote, Prime. I'm glad you appreciate it. So in the... Oh, is this on a cooldown still? Bruh. This is... That wasn't a cooldown. Why is this on a 4-turn cooldown? 4 turns? Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. 4-turn cooldown. Not impressed. Oh, great. Dodged it. I did pull her from Remnants. Oh. Yes, I had done a fight where I just got instantly murked by her. And I was like, what is going on? But that makes sense. But yeah, this fight's got to end. See, now I can't even flip her over. Surely we can... Yeah, okay, there you go. Alright, let this fight end please. For the love of God. How many remnants? This was my 33rd summon? Kind of want a bit of a refund on this, low-key. She's a bit disappointing me at the moment. I'll check if it needs books in a second, Dread. Where is she? Up the top. The passive does not get books. Sorry, this 4-turn cooldown feels so punishing. Yeah, I suppose so. That's the one thing. Got nice. On the 13th. Congrats on the nice, man. Congrats on the nice. No damage. You're right, guys. We'll put it in my best attack-based build. So we'll swap her over into Rise build. So we're going to be cranking out. We got the ignore defense. We should be in a much better spot. We'll put her in Stone Skin as well. We want to attack banner. If I could get to the attack banners. That one's okay. Because it has the double... Actually, I don't mind this one. That's nice. Then we just need some Stone Skin stuff to finish this off. Stone Skin, where are you? Alright. Do we have a crit damage ring? I don't have a single crit damage. We could maybe use it in the event dungeon. Her passive is perfect to deal with Predator. Yes. The speed. Avoiding, I suppose so. Yeah, you can maybe use it in the event dungeon. Oh, I do need them all. That's a shout. Well, looks like this undead banner here is about to get some usage. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to invest too much into this gear. I can't be bothered. So attack percentage. Why did I keep this? That's awful. Or whatever. We'll just put this one on and then crit damage. I don't even know. I do not have a crit damage ring. We'll just put this one on. All right. It's not going to be the best build I've ever put together. It's actually quite... All right. It's because I don't have the crit damage ring. As if I don't have a crit damage amulet. Oh, whoops. That's such a disappointing outcome. You need all your accessories. Yup. Event dungeon, I could be useful, but I want a mythical I can use in PvP. I put my first mythical from remnants and got a dupe allies. Now I have 2 allies and 1 feared. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun, my man. I feel bad for you. Man, sorry. Guys, I'm just going to quickly check that. I should really open these chests. Hang on. I gotta check I don't have a ring sitting here. An amulet that is still in watches. Test without stone skin. It's all about Arena. The chicken. I've taken off some of the chicken's gear. He's not built. I put it on Arathia. Yeah, okay, we'll test without the stone skin. I don't know. We'll get rid of the stone skin, whatever. Alright. She gets hit, she gets hit. Not the worst idea. If I pull and you tell me it's gonna die. Second form of it. Yeah, I'm suing. Yeah. It's that Sigrun stuff, right? Oh, yes. Sorry, I get what you mean. I do have the chicken. The chicken, I don't actually get much usage out of, though, at the moment. He gets used in specific situations, but since I picked up Raya, he just doesn't get used as much, unfortunately. I honestly would use this one because it's fully ascended. And then we'll go priority stats. We want attack for the ring. Hide the set filters. Sure, quad attack. That sounds like a work. And for this, we just want the attack banner. Was it this one? Is Arathia any good? I pulled her yesterday instead of my most wanted Marichka. It's funny you say that. I was literally just testing her out. I don't think she does enough damage until you get her passive ramping up. She's a good support. So yes, she does a lot of damage once her passive ramps up and you start stacking the ignore defense. And if you can land the hex, she does a lot of damage. But I find she's not good into total guard. You know, not great into total guard. She's good, but she's not, you know, she's not great. She's above average. But potentially want more than above average. All right, we're going to try it into this team. We'll see what. I was underwhelmed slightly. She was great for PvE with her passive and stuff, but when I was PvP testing her, especially into Mercurial teams, I was a bit disappointed. All right, let's make sure we don't get cut in on. Okay, let's look for the stun. It's really not a lot of damage, I feel. Pulled Marichka yesterday. Congrats on the pull. I'll pull her out after this. She was less disappointing than this person, though. Turn me to push back. She's great. And fuck. What? Polymorphed as well. It's another reason why you want to run the Mercurial. So I don't get polymorphed all the time. Alright. I'm not gonna get block revived by this Embrys. This Embrys is just gonna block revive me. She do support damage on AD. Parrot support. Yeah, this is she's been very underwhelming, guys. I think on the whole, she's cool. It's just, yeah, she's got the lethal set. I should start to pay to win. You know, if I actually had money, speed decreased. Get out of here, man. I want her to die so we can flip over and see the damage in her alt form, which is her damage form. But this Embrys is just gonna block revive. Yeah, all right. Great. See, we go in here. That was good. So yeah, Arathia, right? I think Arathia will perform better into this team. Yeah, it's been underwhelming damage testing. I'll say that. We're gonna... Yeah, she is in need of a buff. 100%, Nicole. All good. Enjoy your lunch break, my friend. Enjoy your lunch break. All right. See, we got Arathia resisted, which is a bit annoying. But it does more damage, slightly. Give me a Galaxia for my Politope. I'm wishing you the best of luck. I've lost all hope. She does need that Garrel treatment. Alright, surely we can... freaking UDK as well. She's gonna get murked, Arathia, by... Come on. I had to get it up. She needs that Garrel treatment. Yeah, this is disappointing to say the least. I think so far. Oh, resisted again. Not enough accuracy on the build. But yeah, so she does a lot more. The issue is, right, her damage really ramps up once you get kills. Also, she's useless into a UDK with her A1. Alright. And I've got... Yeah, great. Target changed. I got the block damage up, so I should counterattack here. When he hits me. If I can actually go. Yeah, so I should counterattack now. Straight into the UDK. Awesome. Are we going to get a kill? There we go. So now we got 1 kill. We might need 200 crit damage for this one. I know, tell me about it. So now we stacked up the 1 kill. We'll see if we can get the res off here. That's fine. So now we should be having an extra 10% ignore defense. Extra 10% ignore defense now. Fire. So go up. We got some more. So we should do... Oh, shit. We don't have the A2 up. But the A1's... is done it. Yeah. So A1's now ramped up. Got some turn meter boosting. Oh. No. Both of them are bad, man. Both of them are bad. I was talking more around... the Mythical's worse than... Arathia's okay. Arathia's okay. But yes, I've been talking a bit bad about both of them. I know. Alright, so we got 2 kills. So we're doing an extra 20% ignore defense. We got a big shield now. We should hopefully... This should do enough damage that we should just block revive everyone. Alright. Or it doesn't. But we've ramped up to 3 kills now. So anyone I kill is block revived. There you go. UDK's back. Get out of here, UDK. Surely we just doink. 97k. Oh, yeah. It's an interesting one. I'm just most disappointed in Mina. I was expecting that from the Arathia. She's all built around ramping up. But holy. You're welcome, man. I'll show you, after this, I'll show you the gear I had on her, so you just know for comparison's sake. Should we go, is this a strip? No, removes all buffs. Is this a strip? No, it isn't. Should we go for the strip? Let's go for the strip. Hell yeah. Look at that damage. Though, to be fair, they're under freeze, but I have a couple mythicals. I'll bring them up in a second. So we should be able to get the stun. There we go. A bit of damage that time round. But I feel it's so not fun, right? She's just stuck in her first form. This is why I feel like I need to book her. Because now, actually, do I want to waste books on her? Probably not. We've got, luckily we went with Cycle of Violence. That was a great shout from Roosh 1. Because now we can actually get back to some of these skills without having to book them. A little bit of damage, stun's still there. It's just underwhelming, I feel. Polymorph. So, if we kill the nice, we should, yeah, then go straight into the... Yeah. Yeah. She's underwhelming. Underwhelming, I would say. She's just gonna be useless into, like, this team. Jonah. For reference, this is the build the Arathia was in. So she had... It's not the best stats in the world. Yeah, increase attack. Increase attack is a shout. I'll say increase attack. 5k, so 5k 284. Alright, we'll put in the... Hang on. It's not gonna go. We'll test it out into this team, but whatever. Yeah, Jonah. If you run increase attack, the damage does get a little better. Alright. Locked him out. Interesting. I'll check it in a second. So we go out. Hate that guy. Resisted. See, it's just like, even with the increased attack though, you'd hope you'd be able to kill the Fabian, and now just been stunned into next week, which is perfect. Get out of here, man. He's so annoying. I'll check in a second. I think, yeah. I think she's all been designed with being able to ramp up her passive and stuff. But you can't ramp up your passive as easily in a fight, you know? When you have the one opportunity to hit at the start, that's when your champ has to do the damage. You can't have her in PvP and have her wholly... Okay. You can't then have her ramping up over the course of a fight in PvP. Because she's not meant to, you know... It's not like this guy, which just sits here with his poison cloud. It's a pain in the ass to everyone. I'll check in a second, Rez. I'll check in a second. Yeah, but even with the increased attack and the fervor as well, like, resisted. That's the issue as well. You have to build accuracy with her, right? I will just feel better, Araya. Does she have gear on? Or did I take a gear off? Good thing I checked. Ha! Mina's in it. Sorry, where are we? Yeah, we're winning CvC. We're winning CvC. Convincingly. So, in conclusion at the moment, guys, I think Arathia was pretty decent into, once you get her ramping up, I think she's quite nice, especially in PvE. My gear's not the greatest for her, but it's a bit disappointing. And then the Mina is just, yeah, the Mina's just a freaking, the Mina's a letdown. Mina's a letdown. Why don't you join our clan? We are tier 6 and tier 6 CvC and tier 7 CvC. Well, I very much appreciate the invite, David. We make I think we're tier, we are tier 6 this time around. And we can do the 400k points. Tier 7 Siege. Tier 7 Siege, I think we sit in tier 6. I don't think we do anything. Again, I appreciate the offer. I'm happy with my clan at the moment. But I appreciate the offer, man. I could get mythical mats. I honestly think our clan could potentially push it. I forget how you check where you sit. Oh, rankings? Maybe that's that. We might be able to push it, but I appreciate David. I'm happy with where I am in the saviors at the moment though. They're a great group of people. We could push tier 7. What's your? I'll have a look at it. I'm not saying David. I'm doing the join. But out of curiosity, what clan are you in? See, I just feel like to get enough damage out of... Oh, I'm using a Wraith here. Whatever. I'm a Siege Planet. Anarchy is the name. Let's go and have a look. Let's have a sneak peek. I'm so useless with this stuff though. Rankings? Alright. I probably should have been... Let's assume it's the one with the Poetic Anarchy. So this is a very... Tag is A. You know what? I've learnt today that there's a lot of clans called Anarchy. Tag is A. Understood. A is in like this middle bit here. Shit. That is the tag, right? A with the middle. A with the middle. Jesus. Yes, sir. Like that? Or is it... God, I feel like I'm butchering this. But Anarchy in the UK is best known. Right. Am I... Is this user error? I'm useless, or... I feel like there's a high potential for user error here. Makes me feel old, guys. Makes me feel like I'm an old person with technology. Nachi. Anarchy. But yeah. Hello, man. Loki. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Good to see you. Very nice to have a wide audience. Send him the invite. Oh no. I've only got the 30 million. Sorry, what is it? The 11 million player power. The player power is not that high. The Hydra score though, look at that. 30 billion. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's the best achievement I have on the account. The 30 billion Hydra Clash. Alright. I was gonna attempt to use Mina again. But the issue is, right, even using her... I feel like using her for a passive is interesting, but I'm just gonna get blown up all the time. Because she's not even in Stone Skin at the moment. Locked out, that's fine, I suppose. See, look how much damage her passive did to Shuzen. It's like a negative. Yeah, I can try running away, increase attack. Yeah. Let's put it into 1 times. Wow, they've all come in. Power of friendship. Let's force the targeting. Yep. So if I revive her with this, yeah, she does get the instant flip. But see, here's the issue, right? Like, what a silly character design. Oh, yeah, I remember Lilith. Yeah. What a silly character design. 1, not only she just gets true feared by the Fabian. And 2, Marius just freaking absolutely deletes her in the first place, so... It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't built Dorothy yet. I've got to decide if I want to book her. The cleanse, fortunately, worked. Yeah, I have to decide if I want to book her. Because I got a couple legendaries I want to book out. So I'll build her if I decide that I'll book her out. We'll see if we can revive our friend back. The one and only Blood Marchess Mina. She's so good, she's just instantly died again. Yeah, feels probably a better option. Oh, God. All right. She's the worst. She's the worst. She's the worst. It's disappointing. I don't like her. She's bad, and I'm not having fun with her. Oh. Yeah, she's definitely not getting the books. She does get... David, she does get an instant turn. But the issue is Marius's counterattack triggers. She does get an instant turn, but she's got no survivability. Which is why you got to build her in 9 Mercurial, but... there you go. There's a bit of passive action. On God. I can feel that coming in. That's a bit of damage. But this team's so squishy. And then we're getting some speed decreased. I don't even know, man. Oh, she's dead. Hang on. We'll get her coming back into her altar. Yeah. Apparently she melts the boss. Apparently she melts that boss because that boss gains like turn meter. Surely she comes back. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so she gets the instant turn, but the issue is it's just like trash anyway. She should 80k, 60k. Yeah. Obviously Faction Wars isn't open, so I can't test it at the moment. But yeah, because the boss gains turn meter when you do damage to him. This team's very slow. No. No, you don't. Great. Wonder submission. Whole chef's kiss with that. She's dead. I don't care. A bit of damage. Don't get my hopes up again. Oh, God. Am I even going to get her? Oh, wait. Hang on. If she can one-tap their entire team, we are so in the money, but I don't think it's going to happen. Counterattack, block, revive. Hell yeah. Yeah. She can go on my profile and then she can not be used. But you're right. There's a couple champions that would have been worse. Fiona, Furod, Mezzo, dupe Mikage. It would actually be my second dupe. Sorry. David, it would have been my third Mikage. Would have been my third Mikage if I'd pulled her from that, so... the block revive's annoying. I don't have Carol. I don't have Garrel. Unfortunately. Oh, great. Damn. Yeah. We got... So I have my Mikage sitting here. But this Mikage is ready to cook whenever I want her. Would you go for in defense? Do you try to make an unkillable team or just make a normal team? I just try to make normal teams. All right, fine. We'll do one match. We'll do a match. Friendly battles. Where are you, David? Oh, look, here we go. The client's here. One-man team. One-man team. I'm joking. Very active. Members of the lizard family. Okay. Lizard family. There we go. Yeah, okay. We'll do one battle. No. I would love a Garrel's raise. I'd love a Garrel. She's like a mythical monkey, but with less damage. Yep. She's been underwhelming. I just think there's some... Her kit is cool, right? But there's clearly some things that just kind of fall apart with it. I think. Garrel and Mercurial is too good. Yeah, Garrel's great. Garrel's an amazing mythical buff. Oh, I got the bike and the Talena. Let's go with my friends. These two, I suppose. Oh, actually, I have to run Mina, I think. Actually, I could run. Interestingly enough, no, whatever. We'll run Mina. Okay, oh, and Mercurial is too good. Yeah, she's exceptionally good. Her Protected Unkillable. She's got enough versatility. I did not get Predator, no. I didn't pull her. And I'm gonna get the... Alright, that's fair. I didn't pull her and... sorry, I didn't pull him. And I haven't spent on the account. I was tempted to buy him, though. But I'd been that long being free to play. I was interested to see how much resistance you would potentially have. Let's get rid of that Merc stack. Oh, and the whole party's come in. She's so squishy. Look at that reflect damage on the Alright, let's see if we can hit the stun. The dodge from the Predator. Oh, she's dead already. Interesting. Not quite what I expected to happen, but sure. Okay, Roy, you can have one fight. We've flipped over. The weak hit. The target changed, so she's true feared herself. That person's back. Predator now has the 50-50. Are we going to go for the block revive? Oh, Jesus. Share hefty A1. All right, we're back. Yeah, Roy, I'll do one. I'll do one. Wanted to go, yeah. It's the issue, right? If you're not running her in Mercurial, she's just constantly going to be true fearing herself, which is just a silly outcome. Does this attack someone else? Each debuff. So the A2, right? 95k? Ah, interesting. When I did that one. I do have Packmaster and the dog, yeah. They get used in my second Hydra team. It's not a lot of damage on the A1. Oh, the counterattack's not ideal. Lens on the Predator. Danger. Danger, danger, danger. So it's just a disappointingly slow fight now. With all the A1s. Alright, we'll flip it back over into a main Thorm, I think. See if we can get a stun. Alright. Sick. You're gonna hit the... no. Now Toss is just gonna be evading everyone. Sick. Maybe you get a high blessing, she could do a job. Yeah, the issue is, right, there's no way to build up the blessing. Oh, there's the dodge again. There's no way to build up the mythical blessing, right? You just gotta get lucky. Lucky with the pool. Block revive. Oh, she's back, but she hasn't unlocked her second form because why would you want a mythical if you can't, you know? Alright, guys, it's smart, right? It's super smart because the cool thing about mythicals, right, is they have two forms. That's what makes them so good. So, the point is we design a mythical that is stuck in her first form, right? Yeah. See, there's the genius. You wait so long for your mythical that you're excited to use two forms, but wait. You can't swap her into a second one. Sorry, David, that was a bit of a rant there at the end. But, yeah, good fight, man. Good fight. You had me, I was concerned with the Predator. Good to see you got the lens on him. He could do a fair bit of damage. Alright. Roy, did you want to have a quick fight? I'm always, I can do one. Should ban Fabian. That's what I was concerned was going to happen. I was concerned you're going to ban the Fabian and then I was probably going to get locked out by the Talena. But I know, Siegfried's crying at that too. I don't get it, Plarium. I don't get it. It's just, you'll have to, send me your in-game name too, because I have to add you as well. So just type your name in the chat and I'll copy paste it in. Can you do me a quick favor? Go to the Missionaki on the Grim Forest map. Sure, man. At least Siggy first form is bonkers. Yeah. Should play him for you, bro? Or should we got you? I would appreciate that. Yeah, this Missionaki glide. That's what we're cooking with. I'd appreciate it. Actually, I have applied. I have not heard back. I have applied to join the official content creator program. But we shall see. Sorry, I think my green screen likes to bug out for a second. So I've applied. I don't know. We'll hear back at some stage, I suppose. There we go. There we go, Roy. Wait, you're waiting to... Oh, the chest! That's what I was meant to do. Yeah, I was saving it for CvC. Thank you for the reminder. For the emotional damage, yeah, typically I could see them. I'll accept that in a second. Give me an Anaxia Soul. We got the 5-star. Crazy. High Elves banner. High Elves banner. Suppose if I wanted more. It's the 5-star Anaxia Soul now. I've been very lucky. I'm very lucky. How do we pronounce Phsylax? Oh, wait. Sorry. Phsylax. There's... By the way, how do we pronounce Phsylax? It's Phsylax. Sorry. That was funny. Yeah. WCVC points. Yeah, that's why I save it for each CVC in case I pull the soul. But we got the 5-star now, which is quite nice. Who are we running? Mavara, block damage. Interesting. Sorry, unkillable. We'll go normal. If you sell a soul, do you keep getting them? I don't think so, Raze. I feel that they wouldn't be that silly. That, you know, to give people just a free way to farm. Oh, we got the Raya. Maybe I'll run... Actually, we'll run the Mina, because the Mina could be fun to run into the Mavara. Let's run the Palace, I suppose. How did Proven Gans go? Yeah, good. I got it all done. I did a decent score on most of them, I think, but it's annoying because if I spend time rebuilding teams, I want to be able to do more rebattles than they're just free. So it's not like I'll go every day and try and rebattle. We're on Donnie, I think. We're on Donnie. Let's ban her. She's annoying. It would be OP if it worked like that. I'd be very surprised. Let us... I don't know. Let's go for some extra attack. All right. Let's feel the circles be run. Oh, actually, Donnie's passive isn't a proc so early. Because Mina's got no survivability. Potentially not the smartest idea. But yeah. No, I'm improving against it all right. I haven't tried to push it too hard. All right, we're going to get locked out. Unless I resist. Wait, she's now got resistance. Oh, weak hit. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, there we go. There's a bit of damage with the passive from all the buffs. Freya turn meter boost. Oh, there we go. There's a bit more damage with the passive. It's getting a little bit of use. All right. Try and block revive him. Oh, went with the smart idea. Oh, I'm going to die, I think. Does it strip or does it steal on the A2? Well, we're getting a bit of damage coming in, but this isn't going to do anything. I just don't think... Like, it's a little bit of damage with the passive. All right, well... Should we revive? I think we save the revive. We save the revive here, and I think we just wait. Annoyingly, we don't have the passive up at the moment to help out. Oh, Donnie's passive had already been procced. Here we go. Mummy's home. All right. Does this go ignore block debuffs? Hell yeah. Do something. Uh-oh. 50-50 Mina goes in. Oh, she's lived. As I say, 50-50, she goes straight in the bin there. I don't think we ignore block damage on the cleanse. Bring back the horse. We're in the wrong form for the passive to be proccing. I don't know. I'm building up the speed and getting some heals. I think Mavara's only got the A1. Does this ignore unkillable? If they're under a heal reduction. Bro, this move is so bad. Oh, hang on. Alright, let's go and see if we can murk the Freya. Hell yeah. That's gone exactly like I wanted it to go. Been locked out again. Hell yeah. Crown of Corruption, that's sneaky. Hello, I saw that. Alright, are we gonna get block revived? Come on. Actually, hopefully. Was he under Veil? Yeah, he would have been under Veil, so it's irresistible then, I think. I don't know. There's so many champions kits in this game, guys. It's hard to remember every single one. But I am confident in saying that Mina has been very disappointing. I know that. So no, pass away. Oh, want. What do we think? She's a big letdown? Hell yeah. Probably don't have to revive up. Doink. All right. Let's get the reset going. Let's get the revive. God, that was a lot of turn meter. She must have been racking up all the TM from the passives. Are we going to get block revived? Is it now finally the time? Oh, the passive is back. Sorry, man. You hate to see it. Doing, doing. Let's get the cleanse. She should be a lot of dong, dong, dong. Can she freely change form? Yeah. So I can swap her back into her first form, which I will look at doing in a second, but you can't then swap her back, you know, counterattack, dong, dong. Look at that counterattack damage. So she's ramped up her speed here because each time the enemies are turn meter filling, I'm getting more speed. I'm also getting more heals. But now if we get her back into this form, we can do a whole lot of nothing, I suppose. Hell yeah. She's everything I ever wanted, guys. Everything I ever wanted. She's really making the fight go quickly, too. Not. So if they go with the... Should just be an A1 now on the Mavara. Yeah. GG, Roy. She's doing the damage my champions are doing. Oh, no. Yeah. No, man. Your account is great. I had no issues. Your account was good. Can we do one more? Send me one more invite. I was having fun. Send me one more. We'll get Anaxia to 5 stars. Boom. Single-handedly carrying my lizardman. Shout out Anaxia. Hi, bro. Can you help my team for Ice Golem in Discord? Yeah. Should I steal your Raya, Roy? Should I steal your Raya? Let's go. Let's get the gear back on her. Is everyone geared? Everyone's geared. All right, let's go. Yeah. Did you put it in the Ice Golem thing? Where'd you put your thing? I only have 3 mythical relic. Roy, you have more mythical relics than I do, so I'm gonna steal your Mavara though. Yeah. You have more mythical relics than I do. I have 2. Your account's sorry. I'll say it again one more time. Your account is in a very good spot. Your account's crazy. I'm gonna steal your Mavara. She was annoying. How many mythical relics does everyone have? Because, yeah. No mythical 7 Seraphs. Hell yeah. No, it's nothing better, right? Nothing better. Right, let's run the Bayek. And I don't know. Let's run Corpse. Let's run the second most underwhelming person I've tested today. Arathia. I also have 3 free to play. Please let my Raya through. I'll let your Raya through. I was on a ban, your lockout. because lockout's not fun. Ezio. Maybe I'll bring Palace potentially for the cleansing. Could be a bit of fun. Potentially. Got the Yumiko. I could run 2 lockouts and be really annoying, but I could just go first. Why don't I just go first? All right, we should be good. I'll be impressed if you manage to outspeed me here, Roy. Yeah, the Grim Forest chest does reset. Oh my god. I gotta keep up to date with the music. Let's go. Sorry. Let's get that. We'll see how fast the ostrich is. Nah. Assuming I have gear on my potentially didn't have gear on my Lamassu. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. This is what happens when I get for switching people's gear around. Let's move on. All right. No, keep going. Let's see if I can recover here. Found the hammer. Oh, damn. Bro, like, instantly died. Yeah, she's pretty nice, the Raya. We'll see if the wet noodle does any damage. Oh, killed the Ezio. Crown of Corruption, though. Was that another Crown of Corruption? See if you can kill the Tosser. 6 out of 15 in hard, gonna disappear. Yeah, it's like it's a rotation based thing. There you go. 38k on the non-crit. Oopsies. There you go. I've given away the speed. 432. Yeah. It's just like a weekly thing. Hey, Bomber. It's actually Live Arena is nearly back open. I've been going for a while. You got some nice champions. You got champions that I haven't built yet, Roy. They're good. The A2 on the A2 looks like it hits quite hard. You can send me one more if you want. We'll do one more. I get slight entertainment. Slight entertainment from them. They're good. Anaxia. That's if you want to do one more. Otherwise, feel free to move on. 90 accuracy, 90 resistance. That's actually going to be so good for Faction Wars. Easy peasy, man. Thanks for the games. I had some fun. That was good. Yes, yeah, okay. We can do one. I'm going to have to head off soon. Yeah. Yeah, I do. She's interesting. She's my damage dealer for my lizards. She really needs to be higher level. I just put it in Marius's gear. So she looks like this. She's not even crit capped. Those are her stats with Marius's gear. Packmaster and the Dogging Classic. I did use them for a while. I used them for a while in Classic. Not anymore. Now they just get thrown into Hydra. For Hydra purposes. All good. Perfect. Let me add that. Kind of looks like Jinxie. They need to do creative tourney. Yeah. They do tournaments. You also have to add me. You did. Send me a request. Yeah, perfect. On the ball. They do. The issue is, like, I'm Australian time zone, so for me, it's currently 10 p.m. Alright. It's currently 10 p.m. So, which is quite late, and a lot of, like, time zones just don't work. Best team for fast farm. Fabian. Naughty. Take the Marius. We'll go Talana. Opposite lockout. fast. Block damage is kind of annoying. Sorry. Who asked me for the... 108. Who the hell is this bloke? Sorry, I can't... Who is that guy? Alas. Double block damage, counter attack. Crazy. Double block damage. Gallius isn't built. I've already got 2 damage dealers. I just like Palace. If I didn't have crit, and can I build an Axia with pure? Yeah. I mean, you can build it purely as a support if you wanted to. But I think she gets more benefit. She's a damage dealer. She ramps up her defense. Oh, Camilla. Shout. Increase attack. Turn meter boosting. Strip coming in. Steal. Didn't steal them all. Unfortunate. He's just gonna go down. We're gonna be able to get force the Carnage targeting onto the... How did he get his 10 already? The hell is this guy doing? Raid Esport. Raid's a difficult one because I don't know if you want it to be I don't know if you want it to be like Raid Esport is difficult because people have different accounts. Sorry, Jonah. We can do one more if you want. Send me another invite. I'll run a different team. We can try it. We can stuff around for a bit. I'll run a different team. Previous fusion is to go into disguise. Yeah, hell. He is. Exactly. Sorry. Again, train of thought. Raid Esport would be difficult to do, right? Because I think for the best, right, you want everyone to have, access to the same champions, same level of blessing, same gear, and then you build the champions, right? But then I think everyone's just going to go towards, the same teams. You'll just get your Tections with your... you also have your Glosseas in there, and then people will just build, a Theodosia, and you're just going to get very similar teams. So from that perspective, I think it's quite hard to do. If that makes sense. So I just don't think Raid Esports would work from an esports perspective. And then obviously you have these fights, which are fun. Because that's when you get the variation. But it's hard to give people an even playing field. Holy guacamole, there's a Krutraxa. Not someone I enjoy seeing. Let's go Corpse Slayer, I suppose. Yeah, to go in disguise. Okay. I do. Tone of Silence. I will do, that will be my final fight. And then I'll be hanging up my, I already have 2 damage dealers. Why don't we go Hilvi? Krutraxa, we'll ban the Krutraxa. No, Hilvi's bad. Hilvi wasn't a good idea. In retrospect. Because Hilvi can't get her skills reset, so... Not the best person you want to run when you're trying to play into a lockout team. 2, yeah. Yeah, I'll fight you, Evor. Okay. I'll do the final fight, and then I'll probably have to head off after that. How long have we been going for? 2 hours and 40 minutes? And I'm still meant to get out a video tonight. So, yeah, I get what you mean. I think Drock and... what's his name? I'm gonna say here, my Jonah, my Maria definitely doesn't have gear. My Maria definitely doesn't have gear on it, which is a bit silly. get concerned. This is what happens when I start testing champions. All right, now we can go strip. All right, we hit 1. All right, smack me. Smack me. Sold my crystal. All right, GG's. GG's. Shit. Hang on. Yeah. It's a very interesting one. Shit. How much? Whoops. God, that's the second time I've done that in like 2 matches, not had my champions built. This is what I get. Stupid Mina had the gear. But GG's, man. Alright, Avor, yeah. Let's do a fight, and then we will end the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Challenges. But GG's, thank you for the games. And also, guys, if you haven't already, like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Send me the invite when you're ready, my friend. Oh, Gallet. Yeah. And if you know anyone from Plarium, tell them that I should join the content creator program. That would be appreciated. Straight up Mavara. Interesting. Let's go Marius. Simple. Donny. 6-star Donny. That's very anti-resetty. Not sure how I feel about that. It's very, very heavy anti-reset. But if I brought 2 resets... And the Hilvy. Actually, let's get that. Let's get that. And we'll see if we can play into this a little bit. Mavara's going to be annoying. Vestel. Vestel's even more annoying. So would Leo. So many unkillable champions. Also, Maria's just not good into Donny. See what we're working with. Interesting bans. I've banned the Donny, so we'll see if we can be sneaky here and make sure we lock you out. Gamble didn't pay. Yeah, I was considering that you're probably within a resist. It's a high resistance. High resistance. Actually, I even had increased accuracy. There's no... maybe. I'm concerned about how much resistance or whether that was 3%. What do I think about the Tin Man? I thought initially I wasn't that sold on him. But from the playtesting I've seen and how other content creators who have got to playtest him, Death Dealer, that's crazy, have spoken about him, they rate him incredibly highly. Let's see if we can get block buffs out. Oh, resisted. Tough day in the office. Oh, resisted. Hey, there's no way. There's no way. I refuse to accept that this guy has that much resistance. How much resistance does this guy have? See if we can Death Dealer. Oh. That's a lot of Death Dealer makes her very squishy but very dangerous. But yeah, the other CCs have spoken very highly about her. So from that perspective, she looks extremely good. Oh, sorry, he looks extremely good. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I was gonna say, it's very hard to speed farm Ice Golem. Just because obviously when you speed farming, you're going to be doing a lot of damage and you're triggering a lot of the counterattacks. So in terms of like, you've got Cardio, who brings the revive on death. He's not bad. You've also got, if you're looking for damage, Arnon, just because he's got his passive. Embers can block revive, which is not bad. You can also just focus on doing damage with poison, so Ezio could be quite good. Come on. Surely we can get the block buffs out, or True Fear. I'm concerned how much resistance this Duffer has here. Oh, he's got increased res now, but... Alright. Alright, we got a chance. It's tradition now. We'll see. She looks good. Oh, this game's over. I'll let Avord beat me, but sorry, not let him. I will let him finish the fight. I was without me leaving. But GG's, man. Death Dealer was cool. It's a lot of resistance. Is he built with resistance? Because I swear, like he's got 500 accuracy. So if you increase accuracy, he's got 800 accuracy. So you need like 900 resistance on the Mavara. Whole lot of resistance. But yeah. So you can either... So yeah, okay, that's why. It's a cool build. I liked it. It's nice. Because I was like, oh, I'll get the block buffs out. Event energy does go to inbox. So like this gear enhancement stuff, if you don't collect any of this, it just goes to your inbox for 7 days, which you can probably see. I got some stuff. God, my inbox is always full. But it goes and sits there. But yeah, that's a cool build. But yeah, I would either look at doing... Like, if you go full damage, you're probably just going to die. I think cardio is quite good. But yeah, otherwise I'd just be looking at poisons to work down the golem, because that doesn't trigger his counterattacks. Venomage is not bad, because she brings the passive, which reduces damage. Like a Venomage, cardio. The Ezio is quite nice. Arnon if you want some more damage. And then like a Reviver. Like a Praver or something. Could be good. Poisons for days, yeah. Poisons are typically best into Ice Golem. My very budget-friendly Ice Golem team is not that. Because that's Spider. Mine's very budget-friendly. Into hard 10. It's not a solo Venomage. What's this? Look at that. So budget. Marius, 2 Newts, a Maneater, and a Yumiko. So 2 Void Legendaries, a Void Epic, and then 2 Newts. Very budget team. Not. Does it in a minute. But yeah. I have not picked it up. I have not picked it up. I'll go do that actually after this disco. And yeah, I'll see how the snipe. This champ chase sniping might be a bit more difficult to do. Because I'm level 100 now, so I'm going to get actual, level 100s. Which will make my life a lot harder to try and snipe them. But we'll see. I'm stocking up again. We'll see what. Azilda, I don't think is as good as Raya. But, yeah, we'll see. Can go back on my path to collecting all the void legendaries in the Dark Elves. Which is good, but I'm not sold on this A3. Like, it seems like something which, if you get the sheeps, bang. But if you don't get the sheeps, the block passives aren't that great. In my opinion, you can cleanse it off. And the block passives doesn't stop your cleanser from cleansing, right? If it landed block actives, then they can't cleanse it. But, yeah. Anyways. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Been going for nearly 3 hours. And it's been great. I've had a blast. But I do have to head off for the moment. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, very much appreciated. Very big turnout on the Wednesday. So hopefully you guys are all having a good CvC. I wish you the very best of luck in getting your stuff done. And yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys definitely in 2 weeks' time The aim is to do another stream sooner, but we'll see how that all goes. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time for some more CvC stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.